Are you constantly feeling overwhelmed by societal pressures and the relentless comparisons of modern life? Do you yearn for a more grounded, resilient approach to navigating these challenges? This relentless pursuit of external validation often leaves us feeling inadequate and disconnected from our true selves. But what if there was a powerful philosophy that could equip you with the tools to resist these pressures and cultivate genuine self-worth? Stoicism offers precisely that. This ancient wisdom, surprisingly relevant today, provides a framework for understanding and managing the anxieties that stem from social comparisons. This isn't about ignoring the world. Rather, it's about mastering your response to it. Learn how to differentiate between what you can and can't control. Discover actionable strategies for redirecting your focus from external validation to internal strength. Develop unshakable self-confidence, untethered to external approval. Navigate social pressures with clarity and composure. Build resilience in the face of relentless comparisons. Cultivate a profound sense of inner peace and satisfaction. Unlock the secrets to overcoming social pressures and comparisons with the profound wisdom of Stoicism. Prepare to reclaim your sense of self and live a more fulfilling life. In today's hyper-connected world, social pressure and constant comparisons are pervasive. Social media feeds, filled with curated perfection, often trigger feelings of inadequacy and anxiety. We're bombarded with images of seemingly effortless success, leading us to question our own worth and striving for unattainable ideals. This phenomenon isn't new. Throughout history, individuals have grappled with similar pressures. The challenge lies not in eliminating these external influences, but in developing a resilient inner compass. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, provides a powerful framework for navigating this modern predicament. At its core, Stoicism emphasizes focusing on what's within our control, our thoughts, our actions, and our responses. It acknowledges that external factors, other people's opinions, societal expectations, and fleeting circumstances are inherently beyond our influence. Understanding this fundamental principle is crucial. This approach, rooted in reason and virtue, offers practical tools for managing our reactions to external pressures. By accepting what we cannot control and focusing on our internal strength, Stoicism empowers us to build a resilient sense of self-worth regardless of external validation. Fundamental to this philosophy is the concept of virtue. Stoics believe that true fulfillment comes from cultivating internal excellence, not from chasing external approval. This inward focus allows us to navigate the complexities of modern life with greater clarity and composure. Ready to conquer social pressure and comparison? Subscribe now and join the discussion. Your feedback and comments are crucial for our continued learning and growth. Let's build a supportive community focused on understanding Stoicism's power to improve our lives. A key Stoic goal is to focus on what's within your control. This isn't about ignoring reality, but about recognizing the difference between what you can influence and what you can't. If someone criticizes your work, you can't control their opinion, but you can control your response. Imagine a colleague praising another's project while subtly criticizing yours. A Stoic approach involves recognizing that their judgment is theirs, not yours to internalize. Instead of dwelling on the criticism, focus on your own process and the effort you put into your work. This isn't about pretending the criticism doesn't exist, but about reframing your perspective. Common questions arise. How do I avoid feeling inadequate when others seem to succeed effortlessly? Stoicism suggests focusing on your own progress, not on external benchmarks. Celebrate your milestones, no matter how small. Consider this. You see a friend seemingly effortlessly achieving a goal. Instead of feeling discouraged, remember that your path is unique. Recognize that comparison leads to dissatisfaction and hinders your growth. Redirect your energy toward your own progress and development. Practical steps include mindfulness exercises to recognize and manage negative thoughts. Practice gratitude for what you have. Focus on your values and align your actions accordingly. This cultivates inner resilience and frees you from the grip of external pressures. Imagine a crucial presentation at work. You've meticulously prepared, but the pressure mounts as you anticipate the reactions of your colleagues. Negative comments, however subtle, linger in your mind. You find yourself comparing your efforts to others, wondering if their success came effortlessly. This scenario highlights a crucial turning point. The anxiety and dissatisfaction stemming from social comparisons can derail your performance and diminish your confidence. The pressure to meet perceived societal expectations becomes overwhelming, and this constant struggle impacts your ability to focus on your own well-being and progress. This internal conflict, born from the mismatch between our desire for external approval and our capacity to influence it, creates a significant impediment to growth. The pressure to conform or meet perceived standards often leads to a misallocation of energy, hindering our pursuit of meaningful goals and genuine self-improvement. This is where Stoicism intervenes. It provides a clear pathway to navigate this conflict by focusing on what you can control: your preparation, your effort, and your internal response. Recognize the external opinions are not your own. They don't define your worth. Reframe your focus from external validation to the value of your work and your consistent effort. Ultimately, the solution lies not in eliminating social pressure, but in mastering your reaction to it. Stoic principles provide a framework to transform this internal conflict into an opportunity for growth and resilience. This is a critical step toward a more peaceful and productive life. Stoicism emphasizes the distinction between what's within our control and what's beyond it. This core principle is vital in navigating social pressures and comparisons. We can't control external opinions or events, but we can control our reactions. Consider this: a friend receives praise for a project, seemingly effortlessly. A common reaction is comparison, leading to feelings of inadequacy. Stoicism encourages a shift in perspective. Recognize that you cannot control the actions or judgments of others. Their reactions are a product of their experiences and opinions, not a reflection of your own worth. Instead of focusing on what you can't control, focus on what you can: your effort, your preparation, and your internal response. A Stoic approach involves actively cultivating self-awareness. Practice mindfulness. Notice your thoughts when you compare yourself to others. Acknowledge these feelings without judgment. This awareness allows you to consciously redirect your focus. Apply the concept of favorable and unfavorable. Unfavorable circumstances like criticism or comparison are not inherently bad. Your reaction to them, however, is within your control. Practice gratitude for your own progress. Recognize your unique journey and acknowledge the progress you've made. This internal focus empowers you to resist the allure of superficial comparisons. By understanding this fundamental distinction, you lay the groundwork for a more resilient and fulfilling approach to navigating social pressures and comparisons. This conscious redirection of focus is the first step toward achieving greater peace of mind. A common challenge is the relentless comparison game on social media. Notice the curated perfection and avoid the trap of comparing your journey to others. Instead, focus on your personal progress. Imagine you see a friend's picture of a lavish vacation. Instead of feeling inadequate, remind yourself that you're on your own journey. Appreciate your unique experiences and focus on the progress you're making. Another hurdle is societal pressures to conform. Recognizing the influence of these pressures is the first step toward resisting them. A promotion at work might evoke feelings of needing to conform to certain standards. Stoicism suggests focusing on your own principles and values. Don't lose sight of your own goals or compromise your values to fit a perceived norm. Focus on your internal compass. Consider journaling to track your reactions to social pressures and comparisons. This practice enhances self-awareness, enabling you to identify patterns and implement effective countermeasures. Develop a gratitude practice. Appreciating the positive aspects of your life fosters contentment and shields you from feelings of inadequacy. Note the things you are thankful for daily. Remember that true fulfillment isn't found in external validation. Embrace your unique journey and celebrate the progress you make along the way. Focusing on your own values strengthens your resilience against social pressures. Advanced Stoic practice involves detaching from outcomes. Instead of fixating on the desired outcome of avoiding criticism, focus on the process of delivering your best work. Consider the example of an artist whose work is often scrutinized. A Stoic approach doesn't aim to eliminate criticism, but to detach from its impact on their self-worth. Their focus remains on creating art aligned with their values, regardless of external reactions. Cultivate a sense of perspective. Recognize that momentary setbacks are not permanent failures. A temporary setback, like missing a deadline, isn't a reflection of your inherent worth. Drawing upon the concept of amor fati, love of fate, embrace the present moment. A Stoic understands that everything, favorable or unfavorable, is part of a greater whole. A key element is accepting what's outside your control. Focus on your actions and reactions, knowing that you can't control other people's opinions or their responses. Employing techniques like meditation can enhance this detachment. Mindfulness practices help to recognize the difference between what you can control and what's beyond your influence. Consider the example of a public figure facing constant scrutiny. Stoic principles enable them to focus on their values and actions rather than the fluctuating opinions of others. This detachment allows for sustained resilience in the face of relentless pressure. Ultimately, this approach empowers you to navigate the complexities of social comparisons and pressures with greater clarity and inner strength. This advanced understanding prepares you for a more fulfilling and resilient life. Studies show a strong correlation between social comparison and feelings of inadequacy. Research consistently demonstrates that individuals exposed to curated online personas experience higher levels of anxiety and dissatisfaction. This underscores the importance of understanding how to manage these pressures. A case study of successful entrepreneurs reveals that many attribute their resilience to Stoic principles. They recognize that external validation is fleeting and focus on internal values and consistent effort, regardless of temporary setbacks or the successes of others. Experts in psychology highlight the detrimental effects of chronic social comparison on mental well-being. This emphasizes the critical need for developing strategies to combat this pervasive influence. The anxiety stemming from comparison often manifests in decreased productivity and a diminished sense of self-worth. Consider the impact of social media trends on consumer behavior. Companies often capitalize on our inherent desire for external validation, creating a feedback loop that fuels a cycle of comparison and dissatisfaction. This constant bombardment underscores the importance of cultivating an internal framework for evaluating success and progress. Stoicism provides a potent antidote to this modern challenge. Real-world implications are profound. Improved mental well-being is a direct consequence of adopting Stoic principles. Resilience to setbacks and a stronger sense of self-worth are direct results. Understanding these real-world implications is crucial. By adopting Stoic principles, individuals can significantly improve their well-being and achieve greater fulfillment. It empowers individuals to resist societal pressures and focus on a more meaningful and fulfilling life. A common concern is that Stoicism might seem overly rigid, but it's not about suppressing emotions. Instead, it's about understanding and managing them effectively. Think of it as a tool, not a straitjacket. Some might wonder, can I truly detach from social media's influence? Absolutely. You can choose to limit your exposure to curated perfection. Focus on activities that bring you genuine joy. What about inevitable setbacks? Stoicism teaches us that setbacks are part of the journey. Learn to view them as opportunities for growth and perspective. Think of how many successful people overcame initial failures. Experts often highlight the power of mindfulness in applying Stoicism. By becoming more aware of your thoughts, you can recognize the patterns of comparison and social pressures more easily. Research shows significant improvements in stress reduction with mindfulness exercises. A frequent question is, how do I avoid feeling inadequate when others succeed? Instead of comparing yourself, focus on your own progress, celebrate small wins, and recognize the uniqueness of your path. Finally, consider this: you're not alone in this struggle. Many people grapple with social pressure and comparisons. Stoicism provides a practical framework for managing these challenges with resilience and focus. It's a journey, not a destination, and this path is well trodden by many. It's about taking small steps towards greater self-awareness and fulfillment. We've explored how Stoicism empowers us to navigate the pressures of social comparison. At its core, it's about focusing on what's within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions. We've learned to recognize that external validation is fleeting and that true fulfillment comes from within. By shifting our focus to cultivating internal strength and values, we can resist the allure of comparison and societal pressures. Practical next steps include identifying your values and aligning your actions with them. Start a gratitude journal to appreciate the positive aspects of your life. Practice mindfulness to become more aware of your thoughts and reactions to external stimuli. And limit exposure to environments that foster constant comparison. The benefits are significant. You'll experience reduced anxiety and stress related to social pressures. You'll gain a stronger sense of self-worth that's independent of external validation. This leads to greater resilience and a more fulfilling life, free from the constraints of social comparison. Embrace these actionable insights to unlock your inner resilience. Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Let's foster a supportive community committed to living more fulfilling lives through the power of Stoicism. Together, we can navigate the complexities of our world with greater clarity and inner strength. Ultimately, navigating social pressures and comparisons is a journey of self-discovery, not a destination. Stoicism provides a powerful compass to guide you through this process. It empowers you to recognize the influence of external validation and to cultivate a sense of self-worth grounded in internal values. Remember, your unique journey is your own. Comparing yourself to others is a trap. Instead, focus on your personal growth. Celebrate your victories and learn from your setbacks. Embrace the wisdom of Stoicism. Use the principles we've explored to build resilience and inner peace. Cultivate gratitude for your present circumstances and recognize that your value is inherent, not contingent on external validation. Consider exploring the various Stoic techniques further. Meditation, journaling, and focusing on your values can all strengthen your ability to manage social pressures. Let this journey serve as a catalyst for continuous learning and self-improvement. You now possess the tools to navigate the world with greater clarity and inner strength, free from the burdens of comparison. Embrace this newfound freedom and continue exploring the profound wisdom of Stoicism.